What is up, guys? It's a nice hot and sweaty day out here in Pennsylvania, and today we're going to clean, adjust, and lubricate the chain on this 2020 Grom. It should be the same on all years of Groms because the adjuster right here should be the same throughout. So before we get the bike up on the stand, just to go over what you need for the adjuster and the lock nut, you need a 10mm, 12mm wrench, a breaker bar, you need a torque wrench, something to measure the chain slack with, tape measure works, ruler, small ratchet, this is a 3/8 drive, a chain brush or a rag could work, chain cleaner, chain lube, and a pair of gloves. Get yourself some paper towels as well. And of course, you need to put the bike up on a rear stand or something to get the wheel off the ground. All right, so the Grom is the easiest bike on the planet to put up on the stand. It only weighs 200 something pounds. Still need to do the tail tidy, hopefully get some time. All right, so once you get the chain cleaned, you want to spray it with the chain lube. Just lightly hit it kind of all over. Make sure not to get it on your rotor, anything like that. I also spray some kind of by the kickstand, like so. It just helps the kickstand operate a little smoother. But just go ahead and do that, and we'll get to the adjustment. All right, so I already did it. You break this axle nut loose with a 19mm socket. Do it until it feels loose. Tightening it back up, you torque that down like 40 something foot-pounds. But if this turns while you're trying to torque it back, just hold a crescent wrench on it and do that. It shouldn't give you any trouble. But what we need to do is we need to break open this lock nut here so then we can move the adjuster. So anyway, to start, we're going to clean the chain just by spraying it directly onto the chain. And then once we get it nice and soaked, just take the brush, hold it around here and scrub it off. And let it kind of dry off and fling off. Now, however much you turn this adjuster, tight or loose, you have to do it the same on other side. So go no more than a quarter turn before doing the same to each side. I like to use 1/8 turn measurements if it's pretty close. But to start with this, I would do a quarter turn. Go do a quarter turn, check it, and then if it's close, do like an 1/8 of a turn, 1/8 of a turn. But you want to do the same to each side, or else your wheel could be misaligned and that'll accelerate tire wear as well as hurt the handling. So our chain is now greased, it's cleaned off. Next time I wash it, I'll do the swing arm and kind of the wheel. But as you can see, it is in need of an adjustment. I've put about 300 or so hard miles on it since its last check. So we will go adjust it to spec, which is 1 3/8 inch. And quick note, I do recommend using gloves for this process, as you will get chain grease kind of flinging everywhere. Just makes washing your hands after easier. But just scrub the chain real good, rotate the wheel, do the next section, see it kind of drip off. All right, so now, you see I have some chain slack, but it's nothing harmful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten down these adjusters, being sure not to turn this anymore. So lock that down till it's just snug. You don't need too much torque. I don't even use a torque wrench on it. Do that to the other side. And then I'm going to go torque down the axle nut. Consult your owner's manual for your year. But for my year, I believe it's like 43 foot-pounds. I'll double check before I do it. But any torque wrench should do it. Go take it off the kickstand, roll it around a little bit, re-torque it, and you should be good. All right, roll torque down. So you just drop it off the rear stand carefully, start it up and take it for a spin. And like I said, if you're OCD, just check with the torque wrench after a quick little rip, but it should be good. And that is how you adjust, clean, and lubricate the chain on a 2020 Grom. And like I said, this works for all years. I don't feel like there's any differences besides maybe the torque of the axle nut. But just Google your owner's manual and it should tell you like all the torque specs. And that's it. Stay safe out there.